Because I uncovered that she was caught in this scandal. Is Ravi Verma's mother-in-law in a murder scandal where she apparently had a lover and her husband beat the lover to death with a jackfruit. Quite a colourful story. A lot of his descendants were very upset with this little nugget I was able to dig out. But the Ranis, and their forms of resistance are all interesting. Rani of Pudukkottai, she's got this divan who's come in, a Tambram. She's from the Kallar caste. Kallar is what the British called a criminal type, robber caste. They're, congenital robbers. That was the kind of line humanized them. You must become vegetarians, you must give up liquor, basically give up your culture. So one of his reforms is that the Devdasis who come and serve the women in the palace, he physically locks up a door to prevent their access. And he says Devdasis are public women, bad women. Queens should not be around bad women. But from the perspective of the queens, they are sitting in a palace largely in Parda. Devdasis are dancing girls who dance in the temple, they dance in the houses of important men. They are a source of information. These women who know exactly what's happening in the households, in the temples, in the markets, are communicating intelligence and knowledge to the Ranis. And that's how the Ranis know what's happening. In the 19th century, there was a Rani where there was a regency for a little prince. And she was the regent. And the British resident said, I must come have dealings with you, political decisions. And she said, no, Parda, because, I'm a Parda lady. But she had no issues keeping up Parda with her own courtiers, with her noblemen. They had free access to her. In Jamnabai of Baroda in the late 19th century, she threw off Parda when the Prince of Wales came because she wanted to show that she was an important power in that state. She escorted him all the way to the door of the palace, went to Bombay and met him without Parda, because Parda was very much negotiable. It wasn't like they were all lying behind Parda, oppressed by their men or in some kind of sensuous setting or sort of weeping all day long. No, Parda could be used strategically, sometimes to keep the British out and sometimes to keep the allies of your family in. So the women are also interesting in how they negotiate politics in these princely settings.
Absolutely. I think we just have 5 minutes left for questions.
So we'll wrap it up there, I think, and there must be so many questions for Dr. Tharoor and Manu Pillai.